And Moylan flings it back. We're going to have a little overhead kick here. Well covered by Kenny. Nearly had his head knocked off. Eccles in again.
Graham Hughes is, of course, on the sidelines, and we're covered here in the commentary position. What's it like, Graham, down there?
Well, as you said, Ray, it's a very, very strong breeze, and judging by that kick from Lanane, that's a length of the field effort, and I'm sure that in this first session that we're going to see St George use it consistently.
Well, Stan Jerd has had his headgear ripped off by Craig Young. And McCallum is going to give a penalty to Parramatta. I must admit, I can't see what's to be gained by ripping a fellow's headgear off. Maybe you can tell me, Bill Anderson. Jarvis must have taken his eyes off it. Jerd, that's a very, very heavy tackle on Jerd. Referee has gone in. Now Jerd is not at all well. Walsh has been called out. It's a very heavy tackle on Ken Stewart by Pat Jarvis.
Even sillier because he's had something to say to Kevin Roberts, and there's no winner there, only the referee. Now, he was all over Price like a rash here. Just have a look at it. Price is struggling, doing all he can to get to his feet, and watch Atkins again. Gives him a nudge, made contact in the jaw, and that's immediately after that he's had words with Kevin Roberts, and now Mick Cronin attempting another penalty shot at goal, 10 metres closer than he might.
Beautifully grasped by Lydiard. Davis. And he loses the ball in the tackle. A lot of Parramatta tucked him.
Alexander. Gerard. Goodwin. And already plenty of aggression in that encounter. Roach has been called out. Roach looked to go in late with a swinging arm. Another penalty to Penrith.
Done, he can't get through. The gap was nearly there, and eventually Peters forces him down. Guess to Ford. Ford a long one to Kenny. Kenny coming inside. And a fist went in there, and the top judge has seen it. Forber went in and thumped Kenny. Very clearly on this blind side here. Forber certainly went in and put one in on Kenny.
Neil Baker appears to be almost a constant target. Here he goes down after clashing with Terry Regan, and the result, an early shower for the Canberra prop. He doesn't want to go, but of course there's only one boss, and Regan will face the judiciary on Monday night, charged with using a deliberate forearm to the head of a player not in possession of the ball.
Let me commend this game to you. Oh, this is a little bit of wacky do at the start. Don't even bother watching this because it's foolish. A couple of hookers, hookers, they're not born, they crawl out from under bits of rock and stone, don't they? But anyway, that's...
And he kicks the ball forward, it's gone loose, been snapped up by Wigan and well brought away. Good clearing run by Dunn. Tremendous run, he's lost the ball. Ball still loose.
Elias. Rebo's got it. This is Linda. Oh, that's a bad pass. Kicked ahead by Brisbane. Picked up by Brooks for Balmain.
Your size, I'd say, to be essential.
For sure.
Here's the incident. Unfortunately, the referee gave the charge and sends Lydiard off, who's got a Percival White image in rugby league, never been sent off.
And Gary Jack's there to recover. He's got Davidson with him, and he's well tackled by Morris. O'Neill again, O'Grady. Beatty, bursting. It's loose. Kicked through by Balmain. Jack following it. He gets possession. That could have been another St George try. And referee Mick Stone is calling out Craig Young.
Yes, Craig Young, who came in just on top of Gary Jack after he'd gone to ground in that tackle. Let's just have another look at it. Here's where Biggie burst through and the ball has gone astray. Now Jack, coming from the right of your picture, kicks it ahead and wins the race to the ball. You'll see him dive on the ball and you'll see Craig Young coming in now on top of him, and that's what the referee has picked him up for.
Penalty to Balmain. St George, I think, offside there, and there's a bit of action on the ground.
Yes, and Graham Wynn was so far offside you could consider he was the second lock for Balmain. Still scuffling away.
A few knees going in there, a couple of fists. A little bit of heat in the tension of this close game.
They're really taking it to them, but they'd probably be even a little bit better if they just seem to be rushing some of their plays. You know, they've dropped a bit of ball on the first and second tackles, which is not helpful.
Chalmers with a long run back to the 22 line. We'll come back with Stephen in just a moment. Timeout though. Chalmers is injured. Well, now the crowd are hollering. This was the tackle on Chalmers.